All right. Hopefully everything is working. My chat thing got fucked up, so this is what we're gonna be using instead for the moment. It doesn't look nearly as good, but you know, it'll have to do. But hi everybody, it's me, IRL me. I realized I'm doing Goth Kid Crafts, but I look more, I don't really know, like almost hipster-ish. I'm like, ah, shit. Look at this nerd. Wow, my heart. Hey, what's up, DC? Indy, how's it going, girl? Actually, Indy, I don't know if you're female. I don't know why I said girl. That is possibly my bad. But, we're gonna be doing a bunch of dumb type craft shit tonight. I actually have it all laid out on my bed. So, there's a whole bunch over there. It's gonna really suck doing some parts, though, because I can't use my pocket knife on Twitch. Twitch is like, nah, man, you can't use knives. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we're gonna be using a pair of small scissors, a X-Acto knife, because that's not a knife, so it's not a weapon, it's a tool, and a screwdriver type thing. It's fine, bro. I don't know what the I don't know why I say girl. I say girl to like a lot of people though. I call 𝐂𝐝𝐬 girl, and 𝐂𝐂𝐬𝐬 is very clearly a bro. So God, I'm just gonna be sitting here fuck with my hair the whole damn time. Yeah, look more like a hipster, and I'm doing Goth Kid Craft, so that's gonna be. I'm not even wearing my chains. I'm not even wearing skinny jeans. I was like, what? I'm failing at this thing already. But I got it all laid out over here, so I've got some fairly simple things, a few more like kind of harder things. I don't know if we'll even get to all of it. I've got a few things that are just more for examples of shit, and I've got stuff like these little studs right here. You can kind of see them. Wow, that coloring on that was way off, but whatever. So these I got off of like an old bracelet that my brother gave me from when he was like 14, and he's 30 now, so and I've had those for years, so I had to like clean them earlier because, like, you know, just over time, like, you know, grime and shit gets on stuff. So I took like a toothbrush that I have with all my cleaning supplies I use for like cleaning whatever, like grout and whatever. I just use that with some dish soap. They got pretty nice and clean. I'm thinking of adding those to a hat like this maybe, or possibly like jackets, shit like that. One of the things I do have planned for tonight is take these gloves I got from the dollar store, because I used to have literally this exact same pair when I was like 13, and I saw it and I was like, I need it. And we're gonna cut the fingers off, and I'm gonna show you the proper way to do that, because a lot of people think you just cut it. No, there is actually a slight method to it. Essentially what you got to do is you throw on the glove, right? If your fat ass hands actually fit inside of gloves, because mine apparently don't. And then you put it on roughly where you would have it like comfortable, even though these ones are a little bit small. Again, they're from the dollar store, so the fingers kind of come up a little bit. You got to take that into account, and you actually want to cut about midway above the knuckle if you want them to come to the knuckle. So I'm gonna show how to properly do that on each of them, like where you start your cut and all that. I personally like wearing the glove when I go to do the cut. A lot of people are like, nah man, I'll just mark it, and it's like whatever works for you. I'm not afraid of cutting myself. I don't know why my music is not set to a playlist. Uh-oh. Let's go to... This playlist should work. Oh wait, not that. That. Cool. That'll work gooder. Alright. So, but I like to wear the glove when I go to cut it. I don't really want to just start doing crafts right away. I want to talk to you guys, you know, see how everyone's doing everything. We've had a day off. I'm sorry about the background being kind of a mess. I did clean up my room, and then this shelf just constantly gets more shit on it. But I don't know. I kind of dig it. I kind of like it's slowly becoming a clusterfuck, but only in one spot, so it keeps it all contained. Because everything else is nice and clean. Like, I'm all for it. And I'm thinking for some of the stuff, if I need to use like the tabletop, then I'll just turn the camera down. I'll sit at my desk and we'll just do it that way. But I want to show off some of the shit I got because I mentioned it on stream. I got this skull. It's just from the dollar store, but I was like, bro, I like this skull. So I like take it. And it's like a centerpiece on my desk. I mentioned before I have a little mouse dude. Well, he's a rat. You know, I got a little rat. It was like kind of like pearlescent, iridescent. I don't really know what the proper term is for it, but yeah, I got him. He just kind of sits here over on my computer. And then everybody already knows my pumpkin boy. I got this skull. It's kind of neat. It's got the same kind of effect to it. I was like, dope. Oh, man. Got this little skeleton owl hiding behind the Febreze. This little dude. Look at this little dude. Shit you find at the dollar store, man. Right? I'm like, hell yeah. But, and then these. I was so stoked that these came in. Alright. What's up? I actually got a real life pair of them. I'm so fucking stoked for these, man. Like, they're just stupid, but I love them. Like, they're so dumb, but they actually work as sunglasses. And, like, it's just a part of my heart loves them, you know? So, it's good, it's good. Just have, like, down here and be like, hey, yo, what's up? I actually don't like wearing sunglasses, though. There's only a couple pairs I've had that don't hurt my nose. But yeah, I got those. Got this cool looking mask from the dollar store too, man. I was like, hell yeah. So, get spin, you piece of shit. Alright. They suit you well too, actually. That's a vibe. Oh shit. Some stuff you find at the dollar store could be really good, right? Like, I've always been like, spend as minimal amount of money as possible. Do shit for free, do it yourself by building it, or like find it for cheap, right? Like that's what I like doing. I like, oh, nice shelf, you know, 7-foot long shelf. Just a plank that we had, and I just grabbed some brackets, and then, ta-da, you know, put it up. EVA foam everywhere, sound dampening, acoustic foam. Got literally like all of the acoustic foam I've gotten here for like $20 because it was pre-owned. So it turns out it's actually from another like streamer and YouTuber, 𝐂𝐡𝐚1, and I was like, because I actually ended up getting it from his wife because she put it on Kijiji, and that's how I learned that I lived in the same town as him. So I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. So, and he's a Genshin streamer and shit. So I was like, fuck, man, should have just kept in touch with them and tried to like get some tips now that I actually play Genshin. But nah, whatever. It be what it be. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of shit I've got that I want to do. I've got a bunch of chain on the bed as well that I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my chains that I normally wear. That's why I'm not wearing chains right now, because I figured that would be the easiest way to test, is if I just kind of put it on and then I can do the exact measurement that I need. I kind of eyeball it mostly. I don't do proper measurements, but if we want to, I do got me a tape measure, so we're good. There's also a couple things that I want to try for the first time. Like, I've got a shirt here. It's just a little bit too short, but I was like, man, this will make a cute crop top. So I'm going to see if I can make it into a crop top. I've got a jacket over here I want to throw some studs in the shoulders of. I'll try to decide if I want the smaller studs or if I want my larger ones, because I got some large ones over here. It's also just occurred to me I did not grab a flathead screwdriver. Alright, I'll figure that one out. I have a multi-tool in my pocket. That might work. Another thing that I'm probably going to need to use is a lighter. So lighters are sometimes useful, especially with like doing like the gloves. I like for the first time that when I cut the finger, I use a bit of fire on the edge to kind of like get rid of all that frayed little bit. Eventually it's going to refray, but it keeps it for longer, right? So for the initial time I do it, after that I don't really care too much because they'll last a long time. So I'll put that with the rest of the tools I have all set up. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic night so far. It was fucking freezing in my room. So I swap into a long sleeve and my denim vest because I was like, yo, that's better than just a tank top that I was wearing. And now it's fucking burning in here because I turned on 2 lights and then an overhead light. And then I've already got 4 monitors. I got a gaming computer. I've got 2 sets of LEDs and I've got 2 like fucking LED color change bulbs. So it's getting really warm really quick in here. So but your friend has those glasses? Yo, like I got these for free. So I did like a little interview, not an interview, like a questionnaire thing for Twitch, and it gave me a $5 Amazon card. And I was like, bet, what can I use this $5 on? What's under $5? What can I get for free? And found these and I was like, yo, these will be perfect for my streams. So are the clothes gonna start coming off? They will not. This is not one of those streams. This is not one of those streams. I don't like that those actually kind of look good on me. Like, these actually look half decent. I might try and do the whole stream with them on, but they're already, like, fucking with my nose. I don't like wearing glasses. I'm playing. Of course you are. I see. I know you. It's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna hop over into the Discord, though, and see if anyone ends up joining me. Any of my stream-friendly friends. They might end up joining, seeing as we're doing weird shit tonight. We're doing an IRL stream. So, I didn't even tweet about it just before going live. I should probably do that. Yeah, it's extra effort. Fuck it. Man, this is so confusing wearing glasses. Especially ones that don't, like, completely cover your eyes. Like, they only, like, cover, like, part of my eye. So, like, I see, like, light, dark, and then light. It's just fucked. But, yo, we gotta be... I look like a fucking hipster through and through right now, man. It's not even, like, goth kid. It's just hipster kid crafts now. Forget the goth kid crafts. It's just hipster kid crafts. I just don't like that these actually look okay, you know? I gotta take them off. I've gotta take them off. I can't. I just cannot. But yeah, do you guys want to start with something simple like the gloves? Because we could do those like right away if you guys want. We could start on this. Also, it's looking like the music might be a little loud. Is it? Do you guys think it's loud or no? So let's get this all set up and ready. So the way that I do it is I find where the knuckle is that I'm gonna have it go to. All right, and then the thumb's a little bit different, so I'll do all these ones, right? So I want it on like this knuckle, right? So I want to cut up here about mid finger. And again, I'm not afraid of like cutting myself because I've done this enough times, but you know, and again, here's the knuckle. I want about midway up. But if you guys have if you don't feel comfortable cutting it with it on your hand, obviously, you know, take off the glove, mark it, whatever. Right, and again, just like about midway, and then again, about midway. And that right there is pretty much the left hand. Now the thumb is a little bit different because I want it about midway onto this part. So I actually want to cut it just above the knuckle. Alright. So, and all I'm doing is I'm making a little like incision, and then I'm putting it through and I'm cutting. Alright, that's not really a good example. But like, you can see I just make one little cut, and then I cut across under the fabric. And then I just be careful when I take it off that I don't rip it. I usually grab underneath where I've already cut it to make sure that I'm not tearing anything and then changing where my line is. Because like, it doesn't need to be a perfectly straight line. It just looks a little bit better that way. Yeah, so I just take it off one little bit at a time. And ta-da, glove is off. And then you just take the scissors, you find where your lines are. Alright, you can kind of see it. Just like right there. So I just go right across that line, make it about as straight as need be. Cut off that piece, save it, know which finger it was too, okay? So that was the pinky I just cut. Alright. So I have that set to on like the left side where I'm gonna be putting them. And then I grab the ring finger Yeah, just cut across it. Keep that. Put it next to it. Middle finger. Next to that one. Index. Loud and clear. Fantastic. Alright. And then I go to the thumb. And I cut that. And now, all I gotta do is just double check to see it's pretty much exactly where I want it. It'll feel like it's a little bit far at first. Actually, that was pretty much spot on. So that's right to my knuckles. So it's because when you have it on, it stretches the material, right? So when you cut it a little bit higher, the material is going to go down right to the seam because you don't have the top of your fingers pushing upwards, right? It's like how you make use of like dollar store gloves pretty much, right? So, because, you know, they're probably designed for kids, but I cut off the fingers and now they fit my hand. And it's a nice snug fit all the way across. This is going to be nice and warm for the winter. Except for my fingertips. But as you can see, like, right, that is so orange. Oh my god. That might just be this monitor, actually. Nah, the coloring is just way off, but like, whatever. You can see it's right at the knuckle. I like it like right at the edge of the knuckle, so that actually worked out perfectly for this one. Alright. So now I can even leave this glove on. Alright. I gotta move my mic over here, turn the camera down, and you guys will be able to see. So I take this glove. Oh, you can kind of see. There's chat in the way. Whatever. Is there a way for me to... Hopefully that doesn't fall. Alright, so you see how I have them set out? Now, obviously, this is the opposite hand. But I remembered, on the left hand, this is how they all connected. Alright. So now, all I do is I grab the thumb one. I put it on top. That way I don't need to try and cut it with it on my hand again. Right? Because I don't cut anything with my left hand, aside from probably my fingers. And then I just have it pretty much lined up almost exactly. And now, 2 and 2 together. So, there's the thumb. And we can even double check with just putting the thumb through. Obviously, it's not going to line up perfectly because I've got everything else on. Like, the other fingers are there, but we can just kind of stretch this a little. And it goes right to the thumb. So, makes so you don't need to try and cut with your left hand if you're not left-handed. Alright. And obviously, if you're left-handed, cut your right hand, like the fingers off that glove with your left hand. And then index finger, grab it, line it up. I could probably go right here so you guys can see a little better. Yeah, so I just take it, I line it up so it's on there. And then just cut across. There's that. Now we're going to be doing the middle finger. Take the middle finger. And what's lucky about these, they've got a design, so they kind of go opposite of each other. So I know which one actually goes to which. But, yeah, once more. Line it up. Just kind of cut right behind it. And just pretty much rinse and repeat the whole way. But, yeah, this one's a little bit easier to see the design repeating. So... And then we're on to our last one. And once again, we just kind of line it up so it's on there. The way I'm trying to hold this so I can show doesn't make it super easy to do this, but that's fine. So now we've got all those off. Now I can throw on this one. And again, it's like right to the knuckles. This one is actually a little bit high, but I'm also wearing a ring on this finger, so things are a little bit weird. But even if it's a little bit high, you can just push them back. So that way if they fray, they actually stay around longer. And now I've got 2 skull gloves. Yeah, literally, cutting the fingers properly is literally that simple. But like the amount of times that I've seen people, and like the finger is like way down here, like way below the knuckle, and it just don't look right. You're like, you failed. You have to cut a little bit higher than normal because it'll come down. Now, these ones actually cut really nice, so I don't think I'll need to use a lighter at all on them. But, oh, actually, no, there's some frayed ones. So, usually it's best to take the gloves off when you do this, but, like, you know, it'd be easier for me to actually show you this way. So, there's flyaway strands right here. And it's gone. And there you go. You just kind of pretty much just seal off the edge of it by doing that. But just remember that usually gloves are very fucking flammable. But you're not trying to make them catch on fire. You're trying to like pretty much curl the fabric that's at the edge there, just so it kind of sticks. And you're not letting it catch. You're putting it out long before that. If you see a slight flame, you know, just put it out. But yeah, that's pretty much the best way to do that. Obviously, I'm gonna touch these up a little bit after when I take off the gloves and just make sure it's all good like that. But it's just like you're pretty much just going like that. Just and just making sure that they go down. It's a little bit easier than it looks, I guess, because like people are gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna catch my hand on fire." Like if you're doing what I'm doing, possibly. I've just done this like dozens of times, so at this point, I'd like to think I know what I'm doing. So I guess I'm not gonna need the lighter anymore. So that goes in the pocket. There's one craft down already. Okay, and now I've got gloves because I threw out my old gloves. Because I used them when I was doing installation shit. I found a really stupid video about Joey's World Tour. I have no idea what that is. What is that? Also, there's an executor on screen, you guys. You could try and catch it. I've already got one, so just saying you should probably try and catch it. What else should we do next? What I wanted to do is I got another hat like this, right? And I've got my other pair of gloves that are just like bracer type gloves, like these ones. And I love these gloves. These are actually like Trip NYC gloves, like the actual like fancy expensive brand that's from like fucking Hot Topic and shit from back in the day. But my hands are getting too big. So I'm starting to rip them right down the thumb. Like it's just ripping too far into the seams and shit. So I figured what we could do is we'll take off these little latch piece whatevers that are on it, right? These little parts. This is really hard to try and show on camera. It's pretty much like a little strap thing. Pretty much just cut those off and then wrap them around the edge of a hat like that. And I think that'd look pretty cool on these hats, you know? Hey, how's it going, BB? I think I'm doing all right. We've already done one craft. We've cut fingers off gloves, and I've shown the proper length you're supposed to cut them to, and how to make it so there's no flyaways on it. He's a really gross mukbang YouTuber. Then I am not interested. I am very much so not interested. But yeah, and then I'm thinking that we'll also possibly repurpose the zipper on this, but that I'll need to stitch rip, and I cannot find any of my sewing stuff. So that takes a few of the things I wanted to do off the table for tonight. Which kind of sucks, because I wanted to take the arms off of a jacket and then show how to properly hem like the arm part in order to make it into a vest, right? Because I have this nice jacket that it's always been too small for me, and I've had it since I was in like grade 6. So, but it fits lengthwise. So, well, I guess it hasn't always been too long for me then, but you know what I'm saying, right? But I want to take the arms off of it. Ain't going to happen now because, well, I just can't hem it, right? So I can't find any of my sewing stuff, which really bites. What else should we do? I mean, I've never made a crop top before. We could attempt making a crop top. I think the best way to do that, it would be pretty much take off the jacket or the vest and the long sleeve. Don't worry, I'm wearing a tank top. And then put it on, see roughly where it sits, and then just use the measuring tape to measure roughly how far I want it up. And then we'll just measure that, mark it across, and then we'll just cut it. In theory, that should work. I should give it a little bit extra space in order to fold over the bottom edge and hem that. But again, don't cut my sewing stuff. I know where my sewing machine is, but there's no way in hell I'm going to go out of my way to try and get that. So, I'm going to say fuck that. We're not doing that. We can still make the crop top, but I'm just not going to hem it because, well, fuck it. Like, it doesn't need to be beautiful. It just needs to work. All right. So, would you guys want to attempt that, or do you want to try something else? Because I've got a few other things, like how to probably put like spike stud things into shit. I have a jacket over here that could really use some studs. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put in 3 or if I want to put in 5 on the shoulders. And that's going to be the real issue of trying to figure out. Because, like, I do have some long ones as well. Like, I have these long spikes, alright? And I mean, like, they don't seem long. But if you put them in, like... Oh, I should probably take the bottom off that so it doesn't look as long. Because these don't have the bottom, technically. Okay, well, they're about the same height, but they're skinnier, spikier ones. So... both would probably work. Those look pretty cool. Oh, the gloves? Yeah, man, they're literally from the dollar store. I cut the fingers off of them. So I've got these spikes. I got those spikes. Trying to figure out what we should do next, because I have a bunch of stuff laid out on my bed. It's a YouTube poop video, really. Interesting. I still don't know if I'm interested, though. But... I don't know, what would you guys like to see? Would you want to see an attempt at making a crop top? Do you want to see trying to put studs onto a jacket? Would you like to see how I make my chains? You know, I've got all the stuff for all of those. Also, I definitely have to take off this fucking vest. It's getting warm. Holy. The only downside to being in a basement room that I don't open the windows in. Stud the jacket. That's 1 vote for the jacket. Alright. Let's see what else you guys want to say. Who else is here that might be able to put in input? I'm also going to message Ketter and see if he wants to join. Alright. Jacket, that's 2 votes for jacket. Alright, I'm gonna have to assume that it's probably jacket that we're doing then. So. This is the jacket in question. Alright. So, the zipper on it kinda, I don't like. The zipper's kind of a dick. But I was thinking just studs across the arms. I do have more jackets if you guys think I should do it on a different one, though. Because this one's more of a, like, tighter kind of biker jacket. I've got... what other jackets could I do it to? Because I know I've given away a couple. I've got my, like, spring and fall jacket. But it's lamb hide. Or actually, I guess this one's lamb hide. That one's faux leather, sorry. This one's lamb hide. So this one would probably hold better. But if I go up to go grab the other jacket, I could also go grab a screwdriver at the same time. Because if I use these ones, I believe these are... Actually... Oh, fantastic. The screwdriver I grabbed earlier. To be able to pop holes through stuff is also the right size for these. So that would work out. I wouldn't even need to go and grab another screwdriver. Unless I want to do the other ones because they're flathead. But I feel like those ones would look better on this jacket. And it would more than likely be a good idea to test this now. Just to see how they look. And of course, I have to use the other one. Oh god. It doesn't want to stabilize. Yeah, I think 5. I'm thinking it would be 5 that we'd want to do on that. Yeah, and I have to do it along this crease. Alright, that would probably work. So I have to find a way to mark this one. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay. But essentially what we're gonna have to do is fight to be able to get the base out of the bracer that they're in. Come on. I have to pop a hole that could fit this little screw through it. So that'll be fun. Alright, so I know it's... Hold on, there's little lines here. I can count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 7th. Alright. So this does feel like something I'm gonna need to sit down for, though. So we're gonna end up moving everything. And all these little finger things, you can keep them if you want. I just throw them out. Alright, now to move all this out of the way. That is a lot of crumbs. Oh my god, I need to... I hadn't realized how many crumbs managed to get under there. Mind you, I've been eating a lot of toast the past few days. I'm a messy eater, apparently. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on this one, we're gonna put 5 across it. Should probably measure them so that they're actually equally distanced. Because I feel like that'd be the smart thing to do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is 4.5 inches. It couldn't have been easy for us and just decided that it was going to be exactly 5 inches. It needed to be 4.5. Because of course, why wouldn't it? Now that does make it a little bit more annoying because we have to do math now. I mean, we could do 4, but I honestly think that 5 would look better. So... Also, I'm a little concerned at the fact that my chat thing is not showing the whole chat. Why is that not showing the whole chat? Oh, okay. Give me a sec. Stream's gonna look really funky for a sec. I'm sorry about that. I have to fix something. There probably won't be audio either. Alright. Alright. That should be better. Sorry about that. I don't know why it was being a butt, but I fixed it. So, 4.5 inches divided into fifths is what? I don't know. I feel like we... That's the wrong one. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's on this one. I mean, we could just take it in 1/2 inch and only do 4. Because if we take it in 1/4 inch on both sides, that means that we have enough room for 4. So going 1/4 inch, going 1/4 inch. This is always the worst part, is trying to get this done right and not fuck up. Because if you fuck up, yeah, there's no fixing it. You just put holes in your jacket. And then we'll just measure each one an inch, I suppose. Yeah, that should work, I think. So if we go in 1/2 inch. God, this is gonna suck. Actually, I wonder if these spikes will actually help for this. Pop the hole that's gonna hold you. I wonder if this will actually work, doing it that way. How to not use scissors this way. But it's fine. Because now we're just trying to get through the lining without fucking it up. Alright, and now move this out of the way. BRB, I'll see you when you're back. So we've got it spiked right through here. You guys can't really see it, I'm sorry. It's not really like the best angle for this, but pretty much what I'm doing is I followed the scissors through backwards with the screw. And now it's just trying to work it through the leather, because you don't want a big hole in the leather, otherwise it's not going to be waterproof anymore. But now I've got it through. Now that you can kind of see the little spike. And I'll just put this on here. And now I'm just gonna go in Put the screwdriver on the little screw part of that. If I can manage to keep my hand on it. I'm just gonna tighten it, but as tight as I can, without over tightening it and fucking it up. So now we've got a spike on there. You can kind of see it. And now all we gotta do is just measure an inch from there. About the middle of it. The downside of using leather is it's gonna keep trying to bend. And again, if it's not perfect, that's okay. Like, it's just a jacket, right? Like, it's the thought that, hey, I'm doing something, and I did it myself that works, you know? Alright, now I've got that started so I can see where it's supposed to go. Just gonna unscrew one of these so I can actually use it. Alright, now once again, use you to try and pop the hole that you're gonna be going through. Alright, now we're widening it a bit with the screwdriver. And now we're through the leather. And we use the scissors, try and get through the lining. But we try and go through it as straight as possible, as to not mess up everything. Now once again, I've popped through on this side, and I want to take the actual screw part, and I'm going to try and pop it back through with the scissors. I followed them almost exactly, so I got through the inner lining and the center lining. And now it's just trying to get through the leather that's going to be the issue. Because I didn't quite make the hole big enough, but that's fine. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. This one's not as cooperative as the first one. It would appear it brought up a little bit of lining with it, but that's fine. Now I'll just take on the top, screw it on, or at least attempt to, because it's being glued. Alright, grab the screwdriver. And once again, make it as tight as I can. Hey, welcome back, Indy. So now we've got 2 spikes. Gonna unscrew another one off of here. I feel like I'm like almost doing like a how-to tutorial as opposed to just hanging out with you guys while we do crafts. I feel like hanging out just shooting the shit while we do crafts is probably more fun. Alright, I measure an inch. I just kept my eyes on the spot. Fighting with it. Come on. Not fighting women, fighting with it. Holy shit. Alright, now help pop your own hole again. I also kind of widen the leather at the same time when I do that, so works out. Grab the scissors because I've popped through the leather. Keep the lining on the inside as straight as possible. And very slowly move the scissors so you don't cut yourself, so it just goes right through the fabric. Oh boy, come on. It's like right under the leather. That's your face, nerd? Nani? What about my face? It's just a face. I look like shit today anyways, so it's all good. Alright, and let's pull down some of the leather so it's out of the way. Grab the top. That one was surprisingly easier than the middle one. I don't have a nerd face. The fuck? That's fucking rude. That's fucking rude. That's just my feelings, dude. Alright. I almost feel like 3 might be fine. Like, I wanted to do 5 because 5 looked like it would probably do better, but three ain't looking terrible. They do seem a little off though. How did I fuck that up? Yeah. How did I fuck that up? I mean, the leather will pull over time anyways and straighten itself out. I don't know. What do we think of 3? 3's okay? Because that's not going right to the edge of the arm. I have so many questions and such few answers. What other questions? We're doing Goth Kid crafts. We already, like, I showed the proper way to cut fingerless gloves. Right? And now we're doing 3 looks good. Yeah, 5 would have looked better, but there isn't enough room. Well, there is, but it wouldn't have measured nicely. But definitely gonna have to pull the leather a bit in order to make them pop a little bit more so it stretches. But that's not a big deal. But now all we know is the other side is once again count to 7, pop it through. So gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that should line up with that one. Yep. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This top one. Why are you wearing gloves? Why are you wearing a beanie? Is that a body pillow? And what generation is that iPad? Okay. Wearing gloves because it's Goth Kid Crafts. I was showing how to properly cut gloves so they're fingerless gloves and they sit properly right at the knuckle. Right? Because everyone will cut it at the knuckle and then it's below the knuckle. Cut it midway up the finger. Like between the 2 joints above. Except for the thumb. The thumb, you want it to cut like just barely above the knuckle. Because your knuckle bends differently than your thumb. So I was showing that. Wearing a beanie, because I just wear hats. I've always worn hats. Is that a body pillow? I don't know where you're seeing a body pillow. There is a body pillow over there, but it's not a 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭, it's just a straight up body pillow. And it's more just for like, you know, a pillow. And then, what generation is the iPad? This is a first generation iPad. It was my ex's, she was gonna throw it out and I took it and I use it to be able to control my stream. So you can see it does stuff. It is my stream deck. And then I've also got my phone set up as another one. So if I wanted to do something just like, actually I'm not sure if the memes work on this one. Do the memes work on this one? Yeah, they do. So I got all that, and I can do like sound effect shit too. So I can just be like
I'm going to jail.
Moisture. All right, I'll drink some water.
Mr. Good moisture right there. Holy shit. I fucking love me some fucking moisture.
Alright. Banana's finally trying to catch that damn executor. God damn. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one right here. And assuming that it's the same, this would be 4.5. Yes, 4.5. And if I believe correctly, we'd win in a 1/4 inch on the other side. So let's pull in a 1/4 inch, and then we will mark that as our initial spot. Was it a 1/4 that we actually did on this side? I just want to measure that again. No, for some reason I went in a 1/2 inch on this one. So a good thing I just checked that. Yeah, so we just use a screwdriver to go through it. But hopefully I answered all your questions, Cheesecake. Or at least sufficiently answered them. Alright, let's take another stud out. Hey Trash Mouse, how are you doing? I saw you're alone on YouTube. Wait, what? And my name is Jester, how are you? How am I? Wait, I saw you alone on YouTube. What do you mean alone? And now you've got my interest. Or potential distaste for you. Oh, a lot. Wait, what you mean a lot on YouTube? Oh, now I'm even more confused. What? Now I'm even more confused. Hold up. Are you talking about when I used to stream on YouTube or like in comment sections? You got me out here concerned, man. The fuck? Alright. Definitely through the leather now. Yeah, when I streamed. Yeah, I stopped multi-streaming to YouTube because the views started dying on all the other platforms, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll just go for the affiliate contract back on Twitch again. So, that's what I did. I would like to eventually get back to multi-streaming, but at the moment, it's just not viable financially. So, because as few views as I often have, surprisingly, this is actually my job, because I am very fortunate that I have a few people that really like wasting money on me for some reason, and it confuses the shit out of me. but welcome to the stream. We are currently doing an IRL stream as opposed to VTuber streams. And we are doing Goth Kid Crafts. I am doing a bunch of different stuff. I've already done fingerless gloves. I'm now adding spikes to a jacket, and we're just kind of vibing. Feel like our follow list looks the same. What do you mean? Follow list on what? Hold on, Banana. What do you mean? I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Like, I like multi-streaming more because it gives you a lot more eyes potentially looking at you. But I'm not gonna lie. I was being a fucking idiot, and I wasn't being as active on everything that I should be with, like, social media type shit and with, making videos. So I've actually got, like, a brand new, like, schedule that I do in hopes of fixing that. Alright, there's one spike on. Ta-da! We got a spike. Wait, what? Cool dude, seems awesome. Wait, talking to Jester. Oh, I get you. That's what you meant, Banana. You gotta remember, I'm really stupid. And I'm also half distracted right now. Fuck it. I need to know where the thing is before I can try to reach for it. I'm dumb. But yeah, we're just kind of it was like a sub goal or a tip goal, like the one that's up there. I always forget my shit's mirrored, or isn't mirrored. Yeah, isn't mirrored, and because I'm used to my VTuber being mirrored. So, wow. Okay, Banana. Wow, rude. All right, but yeah, it was one of the ones, like, what was up there. Because right now we've got the Dune 2016 one. So. Because for some reason, y'all want to see me play video games. And I'm like, my content isn't based around video games. And every time I stream the video games you guys want me to play, nobody fucking stops by. And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all out here trying to make me fail? But it's all good. Wow. Wow, getting roasted by my own fucking chat. Wow. Don't worry, guys. I've only got feelings. Man. Now, again, if you guys are doing this yourselves, be very careful when you're using scissors like this because they can very easily go through and cut your hand open. I have proof of that on, I believe it's my left index finger. Believe it's my left. Yeah, it's my left index finger. I got a scar on the inside of the finger here, like on that part, up here. Because when I was like in 6th grade, I was trying to like pop a hole through a piece of plastic with scissors, and I went right through it because I was wiggling, and just it popped through finally, and it cut right down to the bone, and I felt it slide across my bone. Did not feel nice. Did not feel nice at all. So be very careful whenever you use scissors in a way that scissors are not meant to be used, because it is a dangerous thing. Is you getting roasted by chat the norm? Actually, it's not, surprisingly. It's usually just us, like, roasting our friends. Or me jokingly talking shit on, like VR chat. Come on. Push through to the other side. Damn, dude. Yeah. I was like, how old are you in 6th grade? Like 11? Yeah, I was 11. And I was just like, well, that kind of hurt. I kind of like, just kind of stared at it, went, hand underneath it, catch all the blood, run upstairs and throw on a Band-Aid. probably needed stitches, but I am far too stubborn to go to a fucking doctor. Plus, my dad would be like, I don't want to take you to a fucking hospital. I'd be like, bro, I don't even want to go. So it'd be so much easier with my knife, but I'm not allowed to use knives on here. Hey, what's up, Troy? How you doing? You're not allowed to use knives on fucking stream. You're allowed to use X-Acto knives, but that wouldn't work proper. But my pocket knife is literally right there. It would work so much better. Goddamn TOS. Alright. This Halloween I'm going to Salem for a spooky weekend to learn about pilgrims and religion, and most importantly, witches. Interesting, interesting. I wish I was able to do shit like that. But I'm not going to be allowed to cross a border anytime soon because they're like, you gotta get vaccinated. And I'm like, with which one? Because they're changing names constantly. And they're mRNA vaccines, of which are DNA altering vaccines, of which have a literal, like, 5% success rate. And why am I getting vaccinated when my body temperature is already high enough to kill most things because I live in a perpetual state of fever? I quite literally cannot catch it. It will die if it tries to live inside of me. Or then people are like, well, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you realize that natives don't normally get sick with the flu, right? Because it's a coronavirus. And COVID-19's a coronavirus. People are like, well, I'm like, guess what I am? It's gonna be so spooky. Just remember to, like, respect the culture. And also, if you go into any single fucking place that has a pentagram inside of it, like any shops, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Alright? If they have a pentagram and if they have a pentagram that's facing upwards, it's fine. If it's facing downwards, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just trying to sell you shit. And don't trust anyone that says that they know everything about the supernatural because, well, nobody fucking does. Like, as someone who quite literally studies religions, practices, and cultures from around the world in my spare time, and technically as my job, because we talk about that on our, like, streams, I don't know everything. I know enough about the Bible that I could pass as, like, any religion. Like, well, not any, but, like, I could pass as Catholic, Christian, Islamic, Jewish, right? Like, I could pass as those because I know enough about their Bibles, right? So, and I don't even think I know everything about those. So you know, so you don't act a fool when you try to plan a trip there. Wait, what? Salem is just north of Boston. Of course wait, what? I cut my arm on a window and I was younger, so I should see bottom of my wrist. Oh, oof. And yes, everyone knows of the Salem witch trials. They also weren't exactly what everyone says they were. I quite literally practice a form of witchcraft. Valfu, hello. What are you saying yellow for? Because in Australia we never celebrate Halloween that much. Well, Halloween is a North American thing. It was originally in the United States, and then it started getting celebrated by Canada as well. You're actually Islamic? Nice. But no, like, I know enough about, like, just about every culture and religion that most people can think of. Surprisingly, though, I realized recently, I don't know anything about, like, Judaism, that's what I'm saying, Jehovah's Witnesses and what they believe, so I guess I gotta go out on a mission to go and find some missionaries. And I only know a bit about Mormonism, so I should probably look into it a bit more. But, like, I guess I just never really thought to look into those ones, because they're just, I don't know, I always assumed they would just come to me. But I know quite literally, like, you want to talk about anything that's like Wicca or like eclectic or anything like that. Like, I could tell you about most forms of paganism. Norse paganism, you know, Celtic druidism. Like, I could tell you about a whole lot of that shit. Like, that's my shit. It's actually dope because you don't gotta worry about getting murdered or robbed or scary shit, because that's what happens on Halloween. Wait, what? Another term for me to say is hi saws nani. That doesn't just happen on Halloween. That happens all year round. If you're in North America, that happens year round. Halloween is actually more of a, these children come to your house dressed as adults oftentimes, demand offerings of candy, and then later on vandalize your home with shit they find in the fridge and bathroom. I'm not afraid of adults on Halloween. I'm afraid of children. Because they're just there to fuck me up, man. They just want to take away my candy. I like my candy. Though I do find a lot of humor in the fact that so many people think that Halloween is like a devil's thing, and it's like, it has nothing to do with the devil. Devil doesn't even exist in most like forms of theology. I love this song. Yeah, it's just it's called Spooky Swing, Electro Swing Halloween Mix 2020. So yeah, true. Yeah, wait, no, only on Halloween. That shit doesn't only happen on Halloween. It's actually dope because you don't gotta worry about getting murdered. That's not how that works though. Yo, you're the cool person. You give out full-size candy? Man, can I just bitch about something? I am 25 years old, and I have never wanted to trick-or-treat more in my life than I do right now. But I can't. Because when my dad was 25 years old, he was taking out his own kid. Which just means that I'm far too old to be going out trick-or-treating. And I hate that. I was a lobster for my first Halloween. Nice. I think I was a clown. I'm gonna totally forget there's spikes on this jacket. I'm just gonna grab it one day and just fucking stab myself. It's gonna be funny. Alright, now let's pull the leather to make sure that it's not being strapped at all. Alright, now let's see. Hey. It's little accents, but they're there now. So now if someone goes like, "Hey, buddy," and they grab onto my shoulder, they're like, "Fuck! Oh, God, Jesus, son of a bitch, the pain, the pain! Oh, fuck." That would be really humorous. It's getting fucking warm in this room, dude. You guys want to work on that crop top next? You know what? I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, my brother thinks it does have something to do with the devil, but I disagree with him. So it's more of, it's called Hallows Eve, alright? It is a celebration of remembrance for the dead. There is also, like a 3 or 4 day different fucking thing that goes with it. It's pagan. Which is funny, considering that it was in America, but it comes from pagan traditions in Europe. Figure that one out. So weird. Why was I a lobster out of everything? Awesome. Fucking funny, dude. Yeah, I could have been Adam Sandler or a cop or a doormat, but no, I chose a lobster. Just do what you gotta do. Alright, we're gonna attempt the crop top. So, don't worry, I'm wearing a tank top under this. You can't even tell that I'm not wearing a shirt if I were to take it off. So, real quick, I'm gonna grab that shirt. We're gonna try and measure, figure out where the fuck I gotta cut shit. I look like a nerd. I'm a real nerd. Alright, let's see where we're going to cut this. Because I know the sleeves are going to be a little short, but I always have my sleeves up anyway, so it doesn't matter. So let's see. Because it actually goes down, but it just doesn't feel right. Because like the neck hangs a little low. So I figured take it to like... oh, maybe around here-ish. All the way around. Oh, you can really see back there, but I don't know, I'm thinking like right there. Just about the belly button area. Maybe. Maybe a little higher. Who knows? I think that'd work. Right? So then it's just like... my mask!
You simply adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
Alright. So if we say... kind of want it to be like a little bit higher, honestly. So let's like aim for about like... there, maybe? I don't know, hold on. Let's just measure roughly where we want it. From the bottom. Just let it kind of sit loose. Got about 6 inches off of it. Take off a penis worth. Alright. Eating the moisture. Hold up, what?
Get in the moisture!
One time I went to Mecca as a kid and went to the Kaaba and saw my family and watched my uncle and my dad kill a lamb for dinner, and it was very hot and the traffic was so bad. That sounds like a very interesting tale. I don't know if I'd ever want to watch an animal get killed. Not really my thing. I mean, obviously, different cultures have, like, less issues with different things, right? Like, obviously, if I worked on a farm, I wouldn't have an issue killing a chicken. But I don't live on a farm, so I kind of have an issue killing a chicken. Alright, so it has occurred to me. I don't have any, like, fabric chalk, so I'm just going to be eyeballing this. And that's probably not the best bet. But it's what we're doing. So. Actually, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna throw on my Pokemon trainer hat. Get my damn hair out of my face. Now a Pokemon trainer. I'm a fucking Pokemon trainer, man. Hell yeah. Alright. Gonna toss these headphones back in. Now I'm trying to think. Should I just measure and cut over here, but you guys can't see it? That's the issue. Because that would just make things way easier. So I think I'm gonna do that. There's something sharp on my fucking floor. There's a cat claw. Woo? Geki! What's up, man? Yo, what's Gucci? I have already changed outfits like 2-3 times now, I swear to God. Hopefully you had a fantastic stream. Everybody, my name is Trash. I'm normally a VTuber. I'm doing an IRL stream today, because we're doing Goth Kid crafts. We made gloves already. We added spikes to the shoulders of a jacket, and now we're currently making a crop top. Why did my music stop? It's not time to have the music stop. Alright, but welcome everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic time. Geki, what were you streaming today? Was it, Metal Gear Solid 5? I see. It's in the Discord. Right now I'm currently cutting across a crop top. Or a shirt to make it into a crop top. Alright, so I'm kind of off screen, but I'm kind of here. So, but I hope you had a fantastic stream. Thank you so much for the raid. And you better be hanging out with us a little bit active, because I miss you, fucking Geki, man. You just send like 1 million fucking TikToks to me today, man. I've gotten half cut. Alright. Metal Gear. Hey, you told calm down with it? Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to pee. Alright. And yeah, I did say calm down. Not a fucking million things, but I mean, 1 or 2. Such a good fucking song. I actually love this. I think this song is called Betty Boop. Yeah, this name I have is new, but I thought about changing it back to Undead Jester, because most people call me Jester, and I'm also gonna start streaming too. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Maybe. Who knows? That might be a good idea if people already know you by that name. Alright, now to put the headphones on there and hopefully not have them fall. And let's see if I cut it too short or not, because if I did, yeah, fuck it. My roommate's short, I'll just give it to her. Well, the back feels kind of short, but I think most crop tops are like that, so. It's whatever. I'll wear it with, like, a colored shirt underneath. Hell yeah. People be like, I don't know if I want to approach this man. He looks a little weird. He looks like he might be a little flamboyant. But I'd be willing to wear this. Why not? Definitely got to, like, hem the bottom, but not a big deal. Such a good song, man. I actually really fucking like this song. And now, I got a whole big old tube of somewhat stretchy material. We definitely need to hang out more. Hell yeah, bro. It's just I'm always fucking, like, tired or I'm, like, doing something. That's the worst part. But Friday, we do have that Halo Master Chief Collection event in the server. But, hey, I got a crop top now. It's just gonna feel a little weird. I swear to God, I almost cut my, like, bed, too. Like the sheet, and I was like, oh, fuck. I really hope I don't. So what else do I have that I want to do? Well, I can show you guys what happens when you don't hem things. So I have this vest, alright? And I got it purely for the hood, alright? And, I don't know if I can even get, like, a good angle. It's too bright, hold up. This webcam is getting hot as fuck. So, if you see the top, how it's all frayed and everything, like, you can still wear it. But then you have issues like this, where the seam starts splitting, and that's where you get the issue, like, all your problems. Because it'll just fall apart. Though I got this purely for the hood, so I could take the hood off and use it as a hat for a cosplay. And the arms are also going to have that same problem. Of, like, the seam starting to come apart and all that. Like, that's why you want to, like, tuck it in and then hem it. So then it looks better. But then it also covers up that spot. And it doesn't fray out. But, I mean, it's even got, like, a large fuzzy off it. That's an example of what's wrong with it. But I could use this if I just hemmed it. And then I've got, like, fucking streetwear style shit. Like, it's got these really cool looking buttons on it. But that's why you hem shit. But yeah, Geki, we definitely do need to hang out more. And after stream tonight, I gotta get some fucking food. Because I think I have shit to do tonight after stream. Let me take a quick look. Take a look at my schedule. No, I actually don't have anything to do tonight. Huh. But yeah, Geki, you've been missing out on all the crafts, man. I have all these studs that I don't even have anything I can use them on now. Because my plan was for a jacket. And then I was like, nah, the other ones would work better. Shit. I don't know, do you guys want to start making up some chains? I can show you how I do my chains. Because I got my actual chains over here. So, I made this into a triple chain. As you can see, there's 3 different strands coming off of the one, right? This part has the clasp on it. Okay, get off my headphones. All right, so from right here where they all connect to here, that goes through like my belt loops from the back to the side to the front one on either side. And then I just kind of we'll hook it onto the ends of each of these. So, talking to you guys, but I gotta go. I'll see you later. Phone's gonna die. Alright. Yeah, so I figure I could, just make some normal chains as opposed to, like, my triple ones, because those ones are a pain in the ass to make, and I'd rather not need to make them again. But I have got a lot of chain on this bed. Like, I think I've still got about, like, 15 yards of it just chilling there. And, like, this is, like, boat chain, so it don't break. It's gonna hold a few hundred pounds before it actually ends up snapping. So I have 2 sets of pliers in order to try and bend it apart. So that's gonna be fun. But it's all tangled. Normally I can just shake it and it comes apart, but it's not doing that this time. Alright, good enough. Cat vibing. What? Didn't even notice. What did you not even notice? Not.
No.
So I hook it through the back loop. Through the side loop. And then through the front loops. And then I'll put like a lobster claw or something on it, or a carabiner. Of which it appears I don't have any, so that kind of sucks. But I just find the length that I want it to get to. So, should say here is good enough. Alright, because it seems like a decent size for a chain. And since I want it to end on that one, I grab the one next to it, which is this one. Now I pull this back out, and then I'm going to use the pliers and we're going to pull it apart. So in order to take this apart, it needs to be untwisted, which is a pain in the ass. Because this is not designed to come apart. It's kind of the whole point of this type of chain. Like, quite literally, I'm gonna want to try and get this bent slightly out so I can get to the points in the middle. To try and unbend those. So, you can barely. This is the one we're trying to take apart. We're trying to get to the middle twist here and trying to lift up one of those. Which I think I might be able to now. So if I hold on to this part, get that other chain out of the way. This is like the most annoying thing ever. Oh, I might be able to just untwist it this way. Oh shit. No, because that just retightened it. But what I'm trying to get to is the middle, and it looks like I might be able to get to that here. But it is just an absolute fucking pain. But, I mean, it is still kind of, like, rewarding when you finally get it, though, so I shall be fucking with it. Sometimes you get lucky and it just eventually breaks from how much you're messing with it, too. But that's not too common. Plus, if it doesn't break correctly, then all you've done is made the job harder of trying to get the other parts off. Of which really sucks. Also, I should probably move my mic a little bit closer so you guys can actually hear me. Oh, I think I got it. And then yeah, I managed to snap it. Alright. So now, the issue becomes trying to bend this apart. In a way that lets it all come apart. So, meanwhile, I just use a bolt cutter or an angle grinder. Yes, but I don't have either of those readily available for a stream. Plus, not everyone has a set of bolt cutters. Most people have a set of pliers. But bolt cutters definitely are a smarter alternative to what I'm doing. Now we've got a length of chain, and all I need is one carabiner, and this will work. Because it'll just go right through the belt loops, and then you just click it together. And I need to make several of these for a few friends, and I'll eventually get around to that. At some point. But not right now. Because right now I'm just chilling. Ugh. Cannot believe it's already almost been 2 hours. Holy shit. 2 hours and no Vex. What the hell, man? Well, she's probably just lurking. Surprisingly, she's not. Holy. That's odd. So used to her always being here. Alright, just making sure that everything is turned off in there. Alright. I mean, we could work on more of those. Or if you guys want, we could just swap to like a normal just chatting stream and do something else. Entirely up to what you guys want to do. Because I don't really mind either way. If you guys also are cool with me ending early, I could also just end early. Because a part of my brain is going like, hey man, you really got to use the washroom. And I'm like, you're goddamn right I do. But that can be ignored for now. For now. Oh boy. Yeah, so we've actually been pretty productive. Like, I got gloves all cut up now, so I can start wearing these. We've got a jacket with spikes on it. We've broken up a chain. We've made a crop top. I would say, go get food, you nerd. Bro. That is not at all the issue. Using the washroom is very opposite to needing food. I am hungry, don't get me wrong. But I can't even, like, be like, please, someone use my treat stream. Because that ended like 8 minutes ago. But, and I think I've got like, I could just go for like toast or some shit upstairs. So it's really not that big of a deal. I'll worry about that later. I've also only had one energy drink today, and that's like the most depressing thing ever. Shit sucks, man. The struggle be so bad. I literally had one monster. Well, because I had a monster last night, but I had one today, and I was like, not enough. I don't know. We could, like, do something else. Who knows? What would you guys like to do tonight? The hell song is this? Take some crime, devil swing. Okay then. Alright. That's a song choice, I suppose. This sounds really weird. Oh, fuck. Man, my sleep schedule got, like, mad messed up last night, though, eh? Like, so we were supposed to go in and check to see if we're going to be doing a demo job today, right? And, you know, I fixed my sleep schedule. So I'm going to bed at 7, asleep by 8, you know, wake up at noon. We have to be there for 9. So obviously that don't work. So I'm up at 8. He sends us a text message at 8:45, right? After we'd already left, right? To be there for 9. Watch random videos? I don't know. Oh, maybe. I figured we could talk for a moment, though. So, sends us a message at 8:45. Well, my phone didn't go off, right? And if it did, I just didn't feel it. Saying that, hey, I'll meet you there for noon. And we're like, all right, well, I didn't see that until it was already like 9:30. And we're like, all right, we can probably fucking go. And, you know, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go back to sleep. So I went back to bed. And because I didn't fall asleep till like 6:30-ish. And it was like on and off again. So I didn't even like sleep a whole 2 hours, right? So I was like, fuck me, dude. So my dad goes there for noon because him and I have already discussed what we've both thought about it. And he's like, yeah, like whatever, I'll just go. And he waited for like 45 minutes. Guy didn't show up. But he's just like, nah, I got shit to do, so I gotta go. So yeah, that's fun. That was a good start to the day. But my sleep schedule is like mad fucked now because of it. Because obviously I just fucked it up in one night, and I'm like, oh man, do I stay up all night tonight, or am I gonna be called to go check shit tomorrow? I don't even know. So it's a bit of an issue, you know, because like I like working and shit. Like I like doing this, right? And doing that is fun, right? Like don't get me wrong, I like breaking shit, but I would much sooner be like making videos or like recording like music or like making overlays and shit. Like I don't know if you guys saw some of the overlay shit I made, but like I can actually just import it right now. Image. Sure, we'll just call it image. So I made this one. If it wants to load. I made this, and it's a VTuber background, or like overlay, obviously, and it has like a little scrolling animated background. There's also one that has bells on it, but I don't know how I feel about the bells. I'm like, that might be a little bit too much. But then I've also got one that's like a static background, so it's like that, you know. I don't know, they're not terrible. And then I also made a hearts themed one, so this is without the background. And then this is the one with the background. So I think they're okay. Honestly, looking at this one though, I feel like I should swap it so it's white with black outline, not black with white. I feel like it would just look better. You know what I mean? But I started making like you know, like random overlays and shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna start making like full stream packs. But I was just kind of feeling like making a couple overlays, so I have like a list of like overlay ideas. But I don't know, I want to start like making a bunch of stuff I can give away for free, you know. And at some point I need to get After Effects working on my computer again, because I don't know what the fuck happened to it. And then I'll start making like transitions and shit like that for people too. I want to get back to making my minimalistic art too, so I've got all of that in my schedule of like things to do. So that'll be nice. You know what, honestly, this room is getting really fucking hot because of, like, the webcam and everything and all this bullshit going on with like the computers and the lights. I am gonna call it for tonight. So sorry I'm calling it early, but my body is also telling me I really have to use the washroom. So duty calls. Now where to send you? You know what? I'm gonna send you guys at Boris. Cause I love Boris. He's a good boy. Alright. Alright. Go show him some love. He's playing Devil May Cry. He's having a fun time with that by the looks of it. Hope you guys all had a fantastic time doing some IRL craft shit with me. Once winter comes, this room will be a lot cooler. So it won't be as big of an issue with it being super hot in here. But just in the spring and the fall, it gets way too fucking hot. Just because, well, it does. Like, summer we've got AC. In the winter, it's just cold. So, yeah, sorry I'm calling it early. I'm making it a 2-hour stream instead of a 3-hour. And I will see you guys on Friday. We will be talking about aliens. I have a whole bunch of sources for shit, so it's actually a structured stream for once. I gotta see if I can get Keter to join me for that one. I know that Masada said that he might join me, so that'll be cool. And yeah. Alright. Take it easy, everybody.